if you're anything like me, you have to use one of these calculators in a math class. And if you're anything like me, math isn't always fun, and one of the least fun parts about it is memorizing stuff. So, clearly, it would be great if we could store, through some method, notes on these calculators, which we actually absolutely can. So, first, to store our notes, we're going to want to hit the program button, which is abbreviated PRGM, and this opens up a menu to access the in-calculator programming interface. We don't need to actually know anything about programming to use this, though. We just need to be able to open documents with this that we're telling the calculator are programs, but they aren't really. And we can just put whatever we want in the documents, such as notes. So if we navigate over to the new tab with the arrow keys and hit enter, it'll prompt us for a name. So I'm just going to put in random characters because it really doesn't matter. So now you can see that we have a little programming interface here. We can put whatever we want. For example, the quadratic formula would be negative b plus or minus, that is not b plus x, plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. You can see kind of like writing this out, kind of not exactly the way the calculator would interpret it, but just for me to remember it, over to a. It's a quadratic formula, right? So if I don't want to memorize it, I can just write it in this program. And we can hit second mode to get out of the editor, and it will save all of our changes. So now if we want to read our notes, we're going to hit, basically to go back into the editor, we hit program, and then we navigate over to, surprisingly enough, edit. And then using the down or up arrow keys, or even numbers if you're weird like that, you navigate down to what we named our notes, which was just TU, and you can see that we have our quadratic formula right there, although this is like a lot of glare, so you can kind of see it. So there's a slight problem with this, though. Most math teachers require that you clear your calculator's RAM before you do any type of test or quiz, and that means that these notes would be deleted. So not only you can't use them in the test, but you can't use them on homework or just like in general unless you reprogram them each time you have to take a test. But that kind of sucks. And there's a way to work around it pretty easily, where we can archive our programs and keep them from being cleared when RAM is cleared by putting them into a safer area of memory. So to do that, we hit second plus, and then you can see there's a drop-down menu called memory. We're going to navigate over to archive. Then we're going to hit enter, and you can see it's like an operation. And then we're going to select from, it's kind of weird, but select it from the execute menu, the program that you have. So well, not really a program, our notes, but it's treated like a program. And then you can hit enter, and it says done. And now if I do second plus 7, 1, 2, which resets our calculator's RAM, and I go into the menu to see if our program's still there. It is still there, along with another archive program that I just have on this calculator. But unfortunately, now if we go to read it, hit enter on it, it says error archived. Now, on some newer calculators and newer software releases, this will not happen. So if it doesn't give you this error, you don't have to worry about it. But if it does, and it does for me, because I have no way to get the software releases because I don't have the right cable, we can unarchive it to make it readable again, which is kind of a pain, but it doesn't really take all that much work. So now we go down. You can just hit 6 or you can navigate down to it. That's easier to remember, just navigating down to it. So unarchive, and like we did earlier, select our program from exec, and then hit enter. It says done, so it's unarchived. And now we can go to program, edit, select our notes, and we can see them clear as day. So, don't really have to memorize anything in math anymore. I hope you found that useful. Have a good day.